Residents are rejoicing tonight because a wastewater treatment lagoon proposed for the southeastern part of the state has been put on hold. The project would require the city of Laurel to purchase property that the landowner doesn't want to sell. KCCI's Kayla James is live in Laurel right now with more on the pause.
Laurel's mayor tells me what happened tonight is exactly how it's supposed to be. The people came out and spoke, and the city listened. It's happening in a nearly 2-hour discussion that took place behind City Hall doors right here tonight. And it was a packed room with people coming from all across Marshall County. The estimated $1.87 million project would have placed the lagoon to be used by 3 towns. That's Laurel, Ferguson, and Haverhill. The proposed location of the lagoon is where many people voiced their concerns tonight. It would be on the land of several homeowners and nearby others. The attorney hired by the city says before tonight's decision, they were in the appraisal phase for the land. The city did make it known that they were willing to buy land from people, which is where some of them tonight, like Lynn Zesh, had their differences.
I don't think they should even consider it, but you're putting it on a beautiful place, quite frankly. It's the best ground we've got.
I have a right to have my flowers in my garden and not have everybody's stench out in my neck of the woods.
Did have a visit with Dan Runner, who owns property adjacent to you, and he said that he was in favor at the right price to sell his land to you.
Now, there is not a set date for when or if this topic will be brought back up again, but the mayor did tell me before that they will have to work and speak with everyone involved for figuring out next steps. Live in Laurel, Kayla James, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
New at 10, the former Marshalltown fire station will be put up for auction. The fire department moved into its new shared building with the police department last fall. That's the video you're seeing here. The live auction is set for February 29th. The city housed its fire department in the old fire station since the 1950s.
A record-breaking $58 million in road repairs are proposed in Des Moines thanks to the new local option sales tax. One of the first to benefit, Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard between Hickman Road and Euclid Avenue. The City Council approved spending $1.7 million in local option sales tax cash to rebuild MLK.
Big portion of that funding was to go directly toward infrastructure improvements to help our neighborhoods.
He also plans to use local option sales tax money to continue to rebuild Fleur Drive and Hubble Avenue.
More breaking news tonight. Police are on the scene of a crash at East Ovid Avenue and Columbia Street on Des Moines' north side.
KCCI's Chris Kothner joins us live from the scene. Chris, what do you know?
Well, quite a large number of police as we step out and take a look and show you here, which leads you to believe that it may have been a chase or something similar going on here. We saw officers looking through this vehicle here, crashed into this pole, which is still smoking from the engine, as you can see there. Again, large number of police, nothing official from police, although at least as far as the crash goes, I can see the steering wheel there, and it doesn't look like there was any airbag deployment, which would lead one to believe that perhaps it may not have been ultra serious in that case. But again, large number of police here, saw officers searching the vehicle. We have been in touch with police and are waiting to get some more information, so as soon as we learn anything, we'll be sure to pass that on to you back at home on your KCCI 8 News app, as well as right here on KCCI 8 News. But for now, live on the east side, Ovid and Cornell, actually, northeast side, Chris Kothner, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
Sex and drugs in a book for a 7th grade class. Why it's just too much, too soon for one Metro parent.
More coronavirus deaths in China. The new record reached today. Plus, how many people in Iowa are now being monitored for that illness?
Plus, one Metro events venue files for bankruptcy. How another plans to make sure everybody has a happy wedding day. Developing tonight, more than 100 U.S. troops had now been diagnosed with traumatic brain injuries following that Iranian missile attack in Iraq. About 200 people were in the area when it happened last month. The attack was retaliation for the U.S. drone strike that killed a top Iranian general.
Groups are rallying at the State House this week in hopes of ending gun violence. The group We Can End Gun Violence Coalition was there today. Members are concerned about several gun bills that are moving through the Republican-controlled State House, including one bill that would allow gun owners to bring weapons onto school and business parking lots. The group also wants lawmakers to oppose the constitutional amendment ensuring the right to bear arms.
A West Des Moines mother is upset with Indian Hills Junior High School after learning what her 12-year-old son is reading for his humanities class. The book Monument 14 explores sex, drugs, and rape. Michelle Whitehead believes the book will promote those adult topics to 7th graders. But the West Des Moines School District says the students themselves chose the book, among several others, and that the teacher did warn parents about the book's mature content.
Our practice in West Des Moines Community Schools is to provide information to parents whenever there is mature content that might be within a classroom setting, whether it be a movie or a book. That is how we encourage or expect our teachers to communicate.
He doesn't have to all of a sudden have these thoughts too. And I get that it's regular for kids to have these thoughts, but we don't need to push it. We don't need to, make it, bring it on sooner than we have to.
District says it is now offering students another book to read.
New tonight, Deere & Company plans to lay off 105 workers in Dubuque. The layoffs will take effect April 6th. This will be the third round of layoffs at that facility in the past few months. And new tonight, 108 people have died today in China from the coronavirus. It marks the first time the single-day death toll has reached the triple digits. 26 people are being monitored for coronavirus here in Iowa tonight. The State Department of Health says all of those people are showing no signs of symptoms. The state also confirmed today the 2 cases they were testing for came back negative.
This is new tonight, too. A bird flu outbreak in China now has Iowa egg and poultry producers on alert. Radio Iowa reports that the outbreak is near the epicenter of the coronavirus outbreak. The Iowa Poultry Association says producers are better prepared than they were during the avian flu outbreak in 2015 that caused more than $1 billion in damage to the state's poultry producers.
Time once again to check in with Chief Meteorologist Curtis Gertz. We loved seeing the sun today.
It really lifts the spirits out there. And temperatures were above freezing, so there was a bit of a thaw. Keep that in mind. Could be a little refreeze tonight, though, as we drop down below freezing. Always mention that. You don't want your first step of the morning to be a slippery one, so keep that in mind. West-southwest winds at 7. Feels like temperature 21, 37 officially. The average high 34. Record 66. 1999, record low 20 below in 1885. Look at this gorgeous shot this morning of downtown. What a pretty start to what really turned out to be a magnificent Monday across the state. Now, we do have some clouds spreading in from a system down south. It's already bringing snow to central Missouri and back and through Colorado, but the majority of this system not headed our way, because this ridge-of pressure is going to move on in and kind of suppress everything temporarily down to the south. Our next weather maker is this frontal system, and in behind this, air coming all the way from the Arctic. It's going to be a cold blast. But tomorrow morning clouds give way to some sunshine in the afternoon. It's going to be a beautiful Tuesday out there, just a touch more wind than today. Wednesday's still mild. We'll start to get clouds from a system down south, and watch this. Here's the front. Could be